Coming up, we'll tell you about a fire that left one family without a home.
And about an apartment complex that is stirring some controversy.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Camille Ralston.
And I'm Stephen Rubin. The South Georgia Business Outlook has released new economic information on the first quarter of 2014. The report helps to predict the future of South Georgia's economy. It shows Valdosta's unemployment rate dropped from 7.8% in March 2013 to 6.9% this past March. The changes were caused by an increase in available jobs and a 2.7% decline in the city population. Now the unemployment rate is predicted to rise this year and in the first quarter of 2015. The main factor of this forecast will be the downsizing of Moody Air Base over the next 2 years and the base's possible closure.
Domestic abuse is a nationwide problem and is no stranger to Valdosta. News Valdosta's Tamara Tate has more.
This past Thursday, the Valdosta Police Department has been hard at work investigating an aggravated assault by West Hill Avenue. 36-year-old Jamaica Roundtree was the victim of spouse assault. The alleged abuse was reported as superficial injuries. No arrests have been made, and Officer Trey Gandy has identified the incident as insufficient cause, although the investigation has identified that substance abuse was involved. For News Valdosta, I'm Tamara Tate.
The proposal for a new apartment complex on the corner of Baytree and Azalea Street is causing an uproar in the local community. Currently, this location is home to a historic building known as the Nichols House. The house was designed and completed in 1953 by famous architect Lloyd Greer. Residents worry that the house is eligible for the National Register of Historic Places and that demolishing the building in favor of an apartment complex will be detrimental. The Valdosta City Council will deliberate on the issue on October 23rd.
With the general election quickly approaching, candidates are making their way across the state to drum up support. Greg Hecht stopped by Albany this weekend to discuss prosecuting corruption and protecting children. Hecht noted that over 400 children with defects histories have died within the last 3 years. He also addressed identity theft in the elderly community. Hecht is the Democratic nomination for the state attorney general. He will face incumbent Attorney General Sam Olens on November 4th.
Authorities say a fire in Hahira has left a family displaced. The blaze occurred late Saturday night after reportedly starting in the bathroom. Firefighters were immediately dispatched to the scene and had the fire under control within 10 minutes. The home is still standing but is in no condition to house the family. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Georgia Power was on the scene of a car wreck early Sunday night. Authorities say that an unnamed driver ran into a utility pole at the intersection of Jerry Jones and Baytree Road. The crash involved just one car and there is said to be no injuries. Traffic on Baytree had to be diverted while Georgia Power workers made repairs.
Thursday marks the 13th anniversary of the terrorist attacks that took place on September 11th. A remembrance ceremony will be held at Valdosta Fire Station No. 1. The public is invited to come out and attend the ceremony that will begin at 8:45 a.m. The ceremony will be presided over by Valdosta Fire Chief Freddie Broom.
Lowndes High School is taking new measures to communicate better with parents and students. News Valdosta reporter Brandy Moore has this report.
Lowndes County Schools is improving their way of communicating with students and parents. In addition to their Facebook and Twitter page, they relaunched their Lowndes County Schools app. I caught up with Director of Technology Al Rowell to find out more.
What we found is our population of our parents, our students are very in tune with using apps for getting information about anything and everything.
The app has features such as important calendar dates, Twitter and Facebook feeds, lunch menus, staff links, and many more. Pick the school that you like to follow and all of their information will be at your fingertips. I asked a parent how she felt about the app and this is what she had to say.
I wish there was a better way because that type of communication is misused.
Before the app, everything was through the website, and for a while we thought that was sufficient, but it became apparent that Very few people are actually taking the time to go online on a desktop and pull up a full screen website and look for information. Now we can deliver it to them 24/7 wherever they are.
If you're in class and you get whatever type of communication that is, would you answer?
If anything, we want to get more of our schools using social media to communicate, and then the app is just structured so it'll just pull in all that information for us.
If you want to be in the know with Lowndes County Schools, download their free app in iTunes. Simply search Lowndes County Schools. With News Valdosta, I'm Brandy Moore.
When we come back, we tell you how you can find a job.
And we'll tell you about free health screenings in your area, so stay with us.
Valdosta State University,
encouraging
in-depth inquiry,
hands-on experience,
service and involvement,
and a global view,
while offering
a beautiful residential campus,
over 100 fields of study,
graduate and online degrees,
and championship athletics,
all in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
If you're in the job market, you may not need to look any farther than one local county. The American Textile Company has announced that they will be expanding its operations in Tift County. The company currently employs 200 Georgians. The expansion will create more than 100 additional jobs and will invest nearly $10 million into the area over the next 3 years. It first opened its doors in Tifton in 2011. It's estimated that the plan has impacted the local economy by almost $80 million. Governor Nathan Deal says American Textile has proven to be a true team player for economic development in Tifton and looks forward to its continued success.
Local residents can participate in 2 upcoming career fairs this month at Thomas University in Thomasville. Participants are encouraged to bring updated resumes and to be professionally dressed. The first fair will be held September 9th and will feature the Senior Life Insurance Agency, a company seeking to hire professional insurance agents. The second fair will be September 23rd with Microsoft as the main guest. Both fairs will be held on main campus.
Lowndes County Schools have been approved for a $75.6 million budget. The state cut their funding by $54.7 million over the past 12 years and roughly $3 million in the equalization costs since 2007. The school system decided to increase mileage in their budget, but to cut teacher vacation days and personnel spending. Public Information Officer Lynn Wilson says that the cuts were taken in areas that did not have direct impact on the instructional programs.
Most teenagers at 17 are getting ready for their senior year of high school. Brianna Johnson, however, is already finished with her college career. Johnson recently earned 2 associate's degrees from Wiregrass Georgia Technical College. Her areas of study were computer networking and computer support. Johnson accepted her degrees at Wiregrass's summer commencement on August 29th. Prior to graduation, Johnson was hired for a part-time position at Chancey Drugs.
South Georgia Medical Center will be offering its free annual prostate cancer screening this month. September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, and men can attend the screening on Thursday, September 18th from 6 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. The screening will take place at the Perlman Cancer Center. Prostate cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death in American men.
Local farmers displayed their goods this weekend at the first ever Moultrie Farmers Showcase. The showcase included over 40 Georgia-grown vendors from across the state. A variety of locally grown and produced items were available for sale, such as vegetables, jams, and other prepared foods. Beyond selling Georgia goods, visitors participated in activities and contests. When we come back, we give you your weekday weather forecast.
So stay with us.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at the weather with Tashelle Williams. Tashelle, what's the forecast?
Thanks. Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 88 degrees and a humidity of 94%. There's also a 60% chance of precipitation. You may want to carry an umbrella with you today. Showers are likely and there is a possibility of a thunderstorm that could produce heavy rainfall. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a low of 71 degrees, along with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow's weather will also be mostly cloudy, but with a high of 91 degrees and a low of 70 degrees, along with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The UV index reads 8, which is very high. Even though it is mostly cloudy today, make sure you protect yourself with the necessary precautions. There is hardly any pollen today because of the recent heavy rains have kept the pollen down.
Thanks, Tashelle. When we come back, we'll give you the weekend sports update. Don't go away.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day.
Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday.
Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday.
Eat well and move a lot. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. All the healthy children, all the healthy children.
Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Welcome back.
Now let's check in with Taylor Williams for our local sports. Taylor.
The Valdosta Wildcats dominated the Swainsboro Tigers on Friday night. The VHS defense didn't give them a chance. The Wildcat offense, however, struggled to get going during the game, but was able to score their first touchdown with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. From there, they carried the win. The game proved to be an easy win for the Wildcats with the final score of 21-0. Lowndes High School defeated Drew High School as their game as well. Lineman Desmond Copeland did impressively well during the game. He confidently spoke about his ability, saying that he knows he's faster than most of the guys on the defense, so when he sees green grass, he knows that he's in the clear. 3 plays after the Viking defense forced a fumble, Copeland scored from 5 yards out with 5 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first quarter. And then, not even 2 minutes into the second quarter, he scored untouched on a 9-yard run to put Lowndes up 28-0. Parker Bonner's touchdown plunged on 4th and goal capped Valwood's 35-34 comeback victory on Friday night against North Florida Christian. Trailing 13 points out with just 10 minutes remaining in the game, things looked grim for the Valwood against Tallahassee powerhouse, but the Valiants wouldn't go down without a fight. A back-and-forth affair for a majority of the game, North Florida Christian began to pull away from the Valwood in the third quarter after both teams exchanged turnovers on downs to begin the quarter. The Eagles took over on their own 27 and just 3 plays later took their first lead since the first quarter on Christian Philpott's 31-yard reception. And the rivalry continued with the Blazers and the Rams. Saturday night, Valdosta State took on the Albany State Rams, and the game started off a struggle for the Blazers. Eventually, the Blazers swept the stadium and took the win 38-10. And that's a look at the best in sports today. Now, back to you at the anchor desk.
Thanks, Taylor.
We have some royally exciting news for you when we come back, so stay with us.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Valdosta State University.
Quality academics.
Caring faculty mentors.
A beautiful campus.
Opportunities for involvement, leadership, and service.
Championship athletics, spirit and pride.
Discover your opportunities.
Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The royal family tree is expanding. That's the word from Buckingham Palace. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have just announced they are expecting their second child. The world watched closely as Prince William and wife Kate had their first heir, Prince George, over a year ago. Princess Kate is said to be suffering from morning sickness and is 12 weeks along. We'll keep an eye on this royal development.
Funeral arrangements are underway for Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy. Cathy is famous for his invention of the boneless chicken sandwich, closing his billion-dollar chain on Sundays, and more recently for his son's controversial stance on gay marriage. Cathy died in his home early this morning. He was 93 years old. No reports yet on the cause of death. That's it for our program today. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Stephen Rubin.
And I'm Camille Ralston. We'll see you again tomorrow.